So first of all, bro, I wanted to ask you because I've known you for a long time, probably since I was a fucking 10-year-old.
Shit, probably.
So when did you even start making like music, bro? Because you know we were all just kids at one point. So when did it turn into something you were like, I'm doing this?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, shit, when we were growing up, I mean, we've all always, like, been into music like crazy.
For sure.
Like, I remember seeing you with Gillen, I'd be like, yo, listen to this fucking Meek Mill song, or listen to this fucking Wale song, like, all that shit. And, I mean, I've always wrote, I mean, I was writing, 7th, 8th grade, I was writing some bullshit, but,
Right.
it was always cool to just write and rap some shit. I remember me and fucking Derek Weiss made a rap song about Timmy Poner or some dumb shit. He got suspended for it. And well, anyways, I mean, when I moved to Illinois, that's really when I like started making beats.
Right.
Like I bought a computer. I was just fucking around on FL Studio making beats, and was sending them to everybody. I mean, I sent them to Quentin. I sent them to random people. Like nobody would hop on my shit.
Right.
So I said, "Fuck it," and bought a mic, bought some better headphones, and started recording, bro. And just learned the process from that. And I was rapping to all my own beats at first. I'd make a beat, write to it, rap to it, mix it. I was doing the whole fucking nine by myself.
Right.
Like 100%. I was just watching YouTube videos, sitting in my room, learning mixing strategies, watching drum patterns, watching hi-hat patterns, like everything, just to try to perfect some shit.
Bro, like you were a huge fucking, like you were one of the first, you were a trailblazer in terms of like making music, you know what I'm saying? You and Quentin were the first people out. Because obviously, like you said, bro, we was always talking about music, but I never realized you could just buy some shit and just make music. I didn't realize you could just actually take it in your own hands, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean, what made it easy for me is like to see another artist doing that type of shit. Like, you got to realize how many artists be on tour and be staying in hotel rooms and Airbnbs, and all they have is a fucking MacBook and a mic, and they're making bangers.
Right.
Like, I'm talking like people are making fucking #1 hits in a hotel room.
Right.
Like, they're not at some fancy-ass studio paying somebody $1,500 to make a song, and then that mixer wants part of your fucking money.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Everything.
Like,
you never know what you got to give up.
No, instead of just, oh shit, I'm on tour, probably about to make $50K for the show. Let's make another fucking banger in the hotel room when we get back. Like,
it makes everything easier, bro.
It's easy and it's not easy at the same time. I mean, it's just a process.
Right, definitely.
But it's like, well, shit. I mean, if they doing it like that,
it's a learning thing, bro. Like,
oh, it's a crazy learning curve too.
Right.
There's so much involved in it. Like, I mean, making beats is its own art.
Right.
Rapping is its own art. You have so many different types of things you got to learn when you're rapping. You got to have cadence. You got to have, what's the word I'm trying to think of?
Bars, timing.
Bars, timing, delivery is fucking huge. Flow, how to fucking breathe while you're fucking spitting. Like, just different shit. And, I mean, just seeing, I mean, the artists that influenced me, I like a lot of artists that are either versatile. I mean, they either produce, mix, master, engineer, do all their own fucking shit, because it's like, that's the best way to do it, bro. If you're going to make music, just do it all. Like,
that's just one of the things that's crazy too, bro, is like, you do all these things and you look up a year later and you realize how much shit you've learned. You're like, holy shit, bro.
If I listen to my very first song recorded right now and then listen to like the song that I put out, like, the amount of growth in such a short time is insane.
Nuts, bro.
Like, I mean, whenever I showed Anthony my music, he was expecting to be like, oh, yeah, it's pretty good. Like something you would say to somebody when they know it's not good and they're trying to be nice and not shut me down. And then when he comes over and he's like, yo, that shit was fucking hard.
Some sincerity in there.
Like, you know what I mean? And then I showed him my first song and he was like, now that's the type of shit I walk up to you and say, it was pretty good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the quality got better. The bars was better. The beats were better. Like, I mean, it's practice, bro. Like, you're going to get better at something the more consistent you do it. I mean, it's just life. Like, everything you do, if you put the time into it and you're dedicated to it and you got you got ambition, you're dedicated, and you focus on yourself, bro, there's no ceiling.
I heard Nipsey say there's nothing stronger than like a concentrated willpower. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy how much you can just.
And that's just a life Like, you know what I mean? That's just,
it sounds cliche, but it really is like that. Like, you can just take one step one day, and a year later, you're like 30 steps down the road. And it's
bro,
like,
I'm saying, and you look back like, damn, like when I look back, when I was sitting in Illinois making these trash ass beats, spitting these fucking whack ass fucking bars, but in the time that I'm making it, I'm thinking it's the hottest thing in the world. You know what I mean? And then I put it out, and I'm all hype about it. Like, I never gave a fuck about what people really think of my music, because they're not the ones making it. They're not my critic. Like, my biggest critic is myself.
Right.
And there's only growth when you start something, and that's what's crazy.
You know what's crazy too is a lot of times it's your audience is elsewhere. It ain't.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll find your audience somewhere else.
100%, bro.
So it's crazy. It's like almost people. It's like they know you too well or something to.
They just think you're goofy for trying to do something outside of the norm.
For sure, yeah, definitely
100%.
a piece of that for sure.
100%. You know how many times I've definitely heard this or that, or always trying to make music. He think he a fucking rapper. He think he doing all this and that. I'm like, bro, this is just a hobby.
And that's what I don't get.
It's a creative hobby.
Exactly. Like,
but on the same time, I mean, I don't want to like shit on nobody, but I guarantee I'm making more money than them.
Right.
So it's like, if I got a full-time job and I'm doing this on the side, why the fuck are you hating?
Right.
Like,
and that's what's crazy nowadays is people act out on social media, like on Instagram or Snapchat, but they won't put themselves out there in a format like this, where it actually kind of makes sense to like people who are like us making beats and making independent shit happen. They're looking for information like this or perspectives like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's like on Apple Music. I mean, you can look at like the cities that are listening to your shit.
Definitely.
I mean, I got people in like my most plays are in like fucking Detroit. You know what I mean? Like, crazy. I got my most plays in Detroit. I might have like 10 or 15 plays a week in Cincinnati, and it's probably my homies playing my shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't never seen anybody around here that we know or went to school with, other than my close people, like actually share my shit.
Right.
Or actually reach out and say this or that. Like.
Right. I get a lot of flack, like you said, just from people we know about the things we do, putting ourselves out there, even like the shirts, the podcast, the music, bro, is all things that I was like, bro, these are like, why would you not do it? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like you can do it, just try it. Even the podcast for me is like a super uncomfortable thing, bro, because I don't want it to be like some kind of interview thing. I'd rather it just be a conversation, you know what I'm saying, that we'd have anyways.
Yeah.
And we can make money from it. And not even just that, people could actually learn from shit you're talking about.
It's just a perspective, bro, and like
that's all it is.
People are just silent haters, bro.
But that's cool. Everybody plays their role.
It is what it is.
You know,
it's part of the process.
Right. What's nuts is a lot of too what's like pushed me to do a lot of shit is Russ, bro. And you was one of the first dudes that I got. Y'all showed me Russ. I never heard of Russ before you and Alex and Quentin, y'all listening to that shit.
Hell yeah.
And that's a huge thing too, bro. It's like just the way he talks, bro, and like how he'll make beats online. He'll tell you, he'll show you the game. He's transparent with the game. It's super helpful for somebody. It made me realize, holy shit.
Because he came from our spot. He's straight independent.
Exactly. It's wild.
He's been making his own beats. I looked up, so I found his old YouTube channel and was listening to some of the beats he was making on GarageBand.
No shit.
Hell yeah. And it was decent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was some starter out beats.
Right.
And I was like, damn, I was kind of making the same kind of beats. Right. And then now the songs that he's putting up, Wife You Up, banger, probably fucking double platinum. He produced, mixed, mastered, engineered. You know what I'm saying? He dropped 11 fucking albums before he even made it into the game, bro. And that's just being consistent, persistent, and having the will to fucking succeed, bro. That's all it takes. Like,
it is hard though, you know what I'm saying? 100%. It does take some like reassurance, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I've been probably making music 5 years now.
Bro, one thing that I realized when I was going through your shit a while back, like when I first was put onto your shit.
I only had my shit on SoundCloud. I used to have a lot more shit on my SoundCloud. I said, fucking, I'm gonna start throwing this shit on Apple Music,
right,
and Spotify. It's everywhere now, but it's only songs that like I really fuck with. I mean, I was showing Anthony, bro. I got like so much shit in my Google Drive that I just haven't put out because that's what's hard about the process is like, you know, you can write a song and you think it's hard, but then when you go to record it, you just don't fuck with how it sounds, and that's why it's tough. But like then. You got people like Russ, who I've watched a million interviews, and he's like, bro, he always says, he's like, Just put that shit out.
Just put it out.
Just put it the fuck out.
Right.
Just drop the shit. Like, you don't know. You might have one person that likes it. Okay, cool. You got one fan now. Like, you know what I mean? From a different area or something. And you never know who's listening to your shit.
And that's what's crazy about, like you said, SoundCloud too, bro. Like, you have fucking listeners all across the world.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like, it's insane when you really even think about it. Like, you have literal listeners in Indonesia and all kind of crazy shit. Places you never go.
I'm about to pull up my Apple Music because it'll give me a breakdown of where people are listening to my shit, and I guarantee the top cities are nowhere near Cincinnati. Nowhere near.
Bro, the reason I feel like the just put it out there, it just makes sense, is because I just feel like there's a piece of you in all the shit you make. You might not even see it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might not.
I mean, you brought that to life to me on one of my songs. I can't remember which one it was. But you said, you know, like a different set of ears is what makes the difference. Because if I put something out and I think it's whack, you know, and then someone else listens to it and they're like, damn, this shit's hard. Like, right. And that's a reassurance thing.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy how your brain is like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you really do need like little kid reassurance almost. It's crazy.
100%, bro. Because it's like, it's not an easy thing to do. And like, if you focus too much on the results and like if people are gonna fuck with it, or if this song's gonna get enough plays, or if I post it on Instagram, is this song gonna get likes?
Right.
Like, you're focusing on the wrong shit. Like, when you get too involved in results and those type of reassurances, it's gonna create fear, it's gonna create anxiety, like this and that. And I mean, I've had waves of that 100%. I mean, I kind of had a wave of that at like the beginning of the year where I wasn't even making music. Like, I'd record and I'm like, bro, this shit sounds like dog shit. Like, if I post this up, is anybody gonna listen to it?
Right.
And like, now I'm just like, fuck it, bro. Like,
that's why I almost wish we didn't wear so many hats, bro, because it's hard to be the creator and the marketer. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to have that objective opinion, bro. You almost need somebody there. Like, yeah, this is good, this is bad.
And that's why it helps though. Like with this shit, like I'm looking at I guess my best song statistically is Everybody Know.
Right.
I recorded that song on top of a mini fridge.
No shit.
And the top cities: Cincinnati, Philadelphia, Columbus, Chicago, Dayton, Ohio. It's been Shazammed. I guess Shazam's that thing where you like.
So yeah.
It tells you like what song's playing.
For sure.
Canada, Turkey, the fuck. United Arab Emirates, whatever the fuck
that's
that
Dubai.
Is. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like Istanbul, Toronto, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
there's so many different people that have listened to this shit. So it's like, I got to get out of this small-minded world and city that I'm around and realize like there's people that can hear my music anywhere.
It's insane.
Everywhere. And who knows who that person could be. You get one person to listen to that motherfucking song,
bro,
and they fuck with that shit, and next thing you know, they're a DJ or they're artists or they're friends with a big name artist, and it pops off.
Bro, and you can be big in Japan.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a song nobody here even fucks with, and it's just huge in Japan.
I know that one song that did a bunch of numbers, that fucking stupid ass Gangnam Style or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that shit is. Bro, it's like one of the, I know the dude's Korean or Chinese or whatever he is, but that's one of the biggest like club hits over there. Right. I mean, it did numbers in the United States, but like over there, raps.
You know what's crazy? He put out multiple projects before that. That dude had like multiple projects out, and I never heard of him until that song. But even like, what's crazy, bro, is I wish. What do you think about SoundCloud and monetization on there, bro? Like SoundCloud Pro, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, where you can. I mean, I think it's definitely the next step for SoundCloud, bro. I mean, they've been a streaming site for how long now? And you got big name artists that came from SoundCloud. I mean, Lil Yachty was making songs in his dorm room, eating ramen noodles.
Right.
Started dropping on SoundCloud, got hot on SoundCloud, got a fucking record deal. Russ was dropping a song every single Friday for God knows who long. And guess what? He went from SoundCloud, got his fame off SoundCloud, started doing shows, started getting more fans.
Right.
Put that shit on Apple Music and really started making some music from streaming. I mean, I think SoundCloud is like I look at it as like a step. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of artists that are first coming out, like, oh, it's free. I can put music out there. Obviously, it can get copyrighted if you ain't on your shit. But it's got to have multi-million users, bro. Like, it's just like people on TikTok now.
Right.
You got people on TikTok making videos and making hits. Next thing you know, it's booming on Apple Music.
Yeah.
Same thing with SoundCloud. I guarantee, if I like took the time and like went through SoundCloud and like listened to just various artists, I would find at least one artist that makes really good fucking music.
Yeah, you definitely would.
You know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
So I think it's just a stepping stone for people. And now that SoundCloud's allowing monetization and shit,
right.
I mean, it could be one of the main fucking streaming sites. If people are making money off of it, they're going to want to put their music on there.
Bro, listen. My argument is, it really is like it's a contender in the space now. It's like TuneCore.
100%.
It's like TuneCore, bro. And it also, I'm not as familiar with TuneCore.
With SoundCloud, can they do they upload to like other streaming sites, or is it just strictly monetization on SoundCloud?
Nah, it distributes to every platform.
No way.
Every platform. And that's what's crazy, bro, is I get plays in other countries that I get paid for. You know what I'm saying?
You do it on SoundCloud?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I've used DistroKid now.
Bro, SoundCloud. I don't know what.
How much is the SoundCloud one?
$16 a month.
Okay.
It offers a lot, bro. You know what I mean? And look, here's a new thing I just came across. They got a beta version of their Repost website where
shit,
like
so they
you can
do
get a publishing
promotions too.
You can get a publishing, and they do promotion as well. But you can get a publishing deal.
Hey man.
And if you got the numbers, bro, that's all that really matters. You know what I'm saying? And you do got thousands of plays. That's what I seen one of your songs. I was like, bro, is he getting the money off of this, bro?
Nah, I ain't got. Like, it was weird, bro. I've gotten so I was using TuneCore for a while. The reason I switched from TuneCore to DistroKid was just based off the fact, like, TuneCore was $10 a single, no matter what. Like,
it's crazy.
$10 a single. But DistroKid, you pay $20 a year and you get unlimited uploads.
Right.
But when I was using TuneCore, I like TuneCore a lot though, because I learned TuneCore through Russ. He was talking about, hey, this is what I used. You can make $1 million off of music with TuneCore. And he did. He made $1 million with TuneCore, which is crazy. But there was this one song that I dropped, bro, and I don't understand how, but like, I checked my TuneCore one time and I had like $170 in my thing. And I was like, where the fuck is this from?
Damn.
And I clicked on my discography or whatever it was. And it said my song "You Wasn't There" had like 87,000 views on YouTube.
What?
Yes.
That's wild.
But I couldn't find the views on YouTube.
Really?
I looked at the song on YouTube and I couldn't find it. I didn't know if it was uploaded by a different person.
Well, that's what I mean in terms of like,
I got fucking paid for it.
That's what I mean in terms of monetizing loops, because if somebody else look, bro, I have loops monetized on YouTube, and you get
like loops that you made.
Well, it's like I've used Looperman loops, and it says active claims here. Like this one has 5 active claims.
Oh shit!
And this is 1,200 views.
Oh shit!
And it used the same loop that I used in this beat.
No chance.
So I just get paid for that because I monetized it first. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like a fucking game out here, bro.
It really is like that. It's crazy. And so like,
give me my royalties.
That's why I started making my own melodies, because I was like, bro, like it just feels weird. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hell yeah.
Everyone
it's like an uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah, like they gotta pay you. I feel like like I'm in the mafia or something. Break me off, dog. But either way, bro, like I know you took your shit serious. So when I realized you can legit make money off of this, bro. Like,
100%.
It's fucking crazy.
I mean, I got paid $90 last night for doing a 20-minute set.
No shit.
Yeah, I sold 18 tickets. That's $255.
Jeez.
He was like handing me $90 back.
That's awesome.
I performed for 20 minutes, bro.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Like,
and that's what's crazy about creativity, bro. It's so much more rewarding.
You know what I mean?
20 minutes of digging the hole was just,
and it was fun as fuck too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I had a good ass show. It was good, and it was my birthday.
Yeah, right,
all my peoples was there. Like, it was cool, and I got paid $90 to do it. Like,
you can't beat that.
No, and it's all started because I wanted to fucking make music.
Right.
And I've performed literally probably 15, 20 times.
Right.
And have gotten paid every single fucking time.
That's tight. It's just one of them things, bro. It's like there's an actual market for this shit.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy to
realize. The market is fucking huge. No matter if you're an engineer, you're a producer, yeah, you might not get as much credit as the artist. Cool. I don't give a fuck. Bro, if I make a beat for Drake, I'm going to be happy as fuck if I make a beat for Drake. Yeah, Drake's going to get most of the recognition, but cool, guess what? I made the motherfucking beat. I'm getting fucking paid.
Right.
Cool with that.
And you can still make your own music.
I don't give a fuck about a recognition.
You can still make your own music, right? And you'll get a little bit of clout off that. So you'll get some kind of traffic. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It'll trickle down.
And I think that's why a lot of people are scared to be creative, bro. Like,
it was like that for me, though, bro. It was a huge thing. I thought about it for at least a month. Actually, like, put myself.
You was always hitting me up.
You know what I mean? Like, I was.
I've had a lot of people. I've had a lot of people always hit me up about some like different shit. Like, they're always like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about starting my own podcast, not you." And I would always say, "I'm like, do it,
right?
Do it, bro." Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you have the thought of you want to do something, whether it's creative or not, like, just do it. Like, you don't know the outcome.
Right.
You can't predict the outcome.
It could work out way better than you think.
You know what I mean? And like, you're gonna learn a lot of shit during that type of process. Like, not even like shit towards like doing a podcast or making music. Like, you're gonna learn a lot by yourself, bro. Like, you're gonna unlock some hidden talents. Like, damn, like, I didn't know I could do this type of shit.
Right.
You know, like, if I spit a fucking hot ass verse, I'm like, damn, bro, where the fuck that shit come from?
Yeah, you're like, how did I even just do that? That's
you know what I mean? Like, and it might be a verse that I wrote in 15 fucking minutes.
Right.
Because that's just how creators are, bro. Like, when you get that spark of a fucking creation, like, you gotta fucking make that shit.
You're tapped in.
Tapped into the fucking moment. Like, when I wrote Ask Again, bro, I was writing that shit when I was at work at my desk. And I went home on lunch break and I spit the entire fucking song in one take. And that's my favorite fucking song to this day. Not even because it's hard as fuck. It's because of the process that I did it. I was sitting at work. I finished my verse. I was like, fuck this. Took my lunch break at like 11:30. Came home, recorded the bitch in one take. And before I mixed it, I was like, oh, yeah. Fire.
That's what I feel like. It's almost like, I feel like I'm almost meant like, that's like an effort and reward balance. 100%. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at work,
a push and pull, bro.
I feel like though at work I don't get that reward or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all effort and it just feels exhausting. It's like a one-sided relationship or something.
Yeah. But when it comes to creating, bro, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
And you can just do it in your room. You don't have to ask nobody. Like,
I've been to like 2 studios in my life.
It's crazy.
One of them was up in Ohio, and they were cool. Like, I fuck with all of them as like people, but like, it just wasn't my scene, bro. Like,
right.
I don't feel like it feels forced. Like, when I'm at a studio, like, if I ain't got some shit written, like, I feel forced. Like, I gotta come prepared. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. But if I'm sitting in my apartment, bro, and I want to eat some popcorn or I want to fucking make a sandwich and come back to making this beat, I'm gonna go fucking do that. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I can record at my leisure. I can mix in my own pace. Like, I can do everything I want, sitting in the comfort of my fucking apartment, and I be chilling, straight chilling, making music. It was cool, and that's what I like about it, because like, there's no pressure.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's zero pressure. There's zero people judging me.
Right.
There's zero people telling me this sounds like ass. This sounds hot. I mean, that's cool to have, you know, friends over and they might give you some advice on some shit and really cook some shit up.
For sure.
Like, we could definitely cook some shit up, but it's free, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's a free feeling, like just being able to do this type of shit at your own time and on leisure.
What's crazy too is this is the first time in like human history, bro, where you can like get rich in your bedroom. Like, you ain't ever gotta leave.
All you need is a motherfucking phone,
like
the internet.
My great grandpa would be pissed if I wasn't on this. You know what I mean? Like, he'd be fucking upset.
And there's so much money to be made. Like,
it's just nuts, bro. That
in the creator market, bro.
What's crazy is why do you think it's so rewarding? Is it just because a lot of people won't do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it so? Why do you think people get paid so much to be fucking artists?
I mean, what I'd have to say is, like, because you're catching the nation's, like, you're just catching their eyes, but like, you're catching their awareness. They're like, damn, like, they don't see the behind the scenes shit.
Right.
With these artists, bro. Like, I'm talking more of the independent style artist. I mean, if you're in a record label, like, you know, they're gonna front you some money, like they're gonna do this and that. Like if you're an independent artist, it's gonna be so more rewarding based off the fact that like where you started and what you was doing to get you in the position you were in now.
Right.
And a lot of your fans and a lot of these people aren't going to see the behind the scenes shit. So it's rewarding, and the effort you put in, the time you put in, the shit you learned, like from starting on one song or one podcast or whatever the fuck you're doing, and it didn't sound that good, it sounded like ass, but you thought it was the hottest shit in the world, to you making double platinum records, doing this, doing that. It's not only rewarding for the money you're making, it's rewarding for yourself.
Right.
It's reassuring you fucking did it, you made it, like. Right. But it's also rewarding to the money fact is you owe nobody royalties.
Right.
You have organic fans. You have real people fucking with your shit, and that's the type of shit that's gonna last. And it's a small market.
Right.
There's like a niche of like people who are for real dedicated. Because how many people are making music in the world right now?
Too many to count.
Too fucking many to count. But how many are actually dedicated to their craft, dedicated to investing in their dream? That's a huge part about it too.
Right.
Like, I mean, it don't have to always be money, but if like you're investing your time into the shit, like that's number one. I always say time's over money, 100%.
Yeah, you gotta learn that though. You know, because like at first,
it's hard.
You don't realize that.
Working full time.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Trying to be social with your friends, like doing this and that on top of like trying to put some time. And that's where I still don't have the balance for that.
Like
that's my biggest problem is time balance right now, because I got a fucking full time job. I'm in a fucking sales job, sales / customer service. Like a lot of my time, you know, I might get a call at 5 p.m. My customers asking where my truck's at. Like
no shit.
So I got that on the back of my mind, on top of, you know, all my friends trying to hang out with them, trying to see them do this and that. So being creative can get tough, 100%.
It is. It's one of them things. It's just weird, bro. It's like,
but the people that are consistent and persistent are the ones that make it, and the rewards are literally endless, bro. Fucking endless.
You don't have to go platinum to live off your creativity.
Hell no.
You can have like a little niche market, man, a little audience that supports you, and is like you live off of that.
100%. I mean, I made $150, $170 off of 80,000 views, and I don't know where the fuck it came from. But that's just streams. Can you imagine if, let's say, I had another show tonight, I made another $100.
Right.
That's $200 in the pocket for 40 minutes.
Right.
Oh, guess what? I got a show Tuesday, a show Thursday.
Right.
Guess what? That's another $100 in the pocket. That's $400, $500 a week. That's paying more than most full-time jobs right now.
That is nuts.
You know what I mean?
It's just if you're willing to do it, like.
Right, but you got to have the time. You got to have the fans. You got to have the people, because once you're selling tickets, bro, like you're an asset.
Right.
You're a business.
You're a business.
You know what I mean?
You're a brand.
You're a brand. Like
that's what's nuts, man. It's just like
people are paying for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're selling yourself.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, you're selling music, you're doing this, but you're selling yourself, bro. Yeah. Like
you want to
people that are watching, people are listening.
Exactly.
And people are buying, or people are hating.
You know what's crazy though too, bro? Is like nowadays, like if you just listen to my song, I get money for that. Like back in the days, you had to actually give people cash and shit. But
hell yeah,
if you just listen
or
to
sell
my
your
shit,
fucking CDs,
right?
Everybody got Apple Music or Spotify or YouTube, or I mean, there's this little small crowd that got SoundCloud, but like,
right.
I mean, even if you don't fuck with it, bro, just share it.
Right.
And I dropped this one song called "They Don't Even Know" forever ago. I'm pretty sure you listened to that shit because you swiped up on it and told me you fuck with it on Instagram.
I'm sorry to cut you off, bro, but this is like on the online it's only 30 minutes, so we might have to stop and like press play on another one.
Oh, okay.
Can you do that?
Oh, we should be able to, yeah.